Many school districts are turning to new and different incentives to recruit and retain teachers, and Ignacio School District has created its own unique approach, offering housing for employees and staff. You're watching the Local News Network, brought to you by Krager's Ace Hardware and Tafoya Barrett and Associates. I'm Connor Shreve.
In the late 60s and the 70s and early 80s, quite honestly, the leadership, the school leadership at that time, the superintendents, the school boards, had this understanding that, staff housing would really help recruit teachers and retain teachers here in Ignacio. So, really forward thinking on their end. At that time, we had a building trades teacher by the name of Dean Baxter, and that was well within his skill set. So Dean would take the building trades classes up here on the hill, and they began to construct staff housing.
Over the next few years, the original 5 houses expanded to 12, aided by several trades instructors, and the school district immediately saw the asset the houses could provide for staff and teachers and their families moving to Ignacio. Not only that, but the district offers the houses for rent at the lowest end of the housing market to ensure affordability for its employees.
I did my student teaching here, but once I graduated from college, the question was, do I go back to LA or stay out here? And it was quickly a no-brainer. In the district, having that ability to offer a place to stay, it was a no-brainer after that.
David Quiroz is one of the teachers living in the affectionately termed Teacher Row, a small neighborhood where several of the district-leased apartments are located. The proximity to the schools, low rent, and the district's responsiveness to property needs are just some of the reasons Quiroz and Damian Brizendine, district groundsperson and coach, have stayed in the district-provided housing.
I walk to work every morning, and that's pretty nice. I'm across the street, and it saves gas money. Commute's easy. It's nice that it's consistent. Over the last, how long I've been here? About 5 years I've been here. I think my rent's gone up maybe $100 over that 4 years. So it's very consistent over, especially the turbulent times in the housing markets. And it's responsive around here. So, yeah. And the school's willing to respond with whatever is needed.
The district-provided housing gives stability in what has become an increasingly turbulent housing market, with housing outpricing salaries for many, especially in smaller towns. Professions like teachers and district staff often have to weigh the cost of living against districts they wish to work in, causing high turnover rates and leaving schools high and dry when it comes to teachers and staff. Although the housing program has its downsides, Superintendent Chris DeKay noted that housing and rental management isn't part of the usual district function, not to mention the aging houses that do require regular maintenance. The benefits of affordable living seem to be outweighing the negatives.
I think it's a definite calling card for small rural schools to have this program spread out throughout the state, throughout the country, really, because it's giving appreciation to a sector of society that really gives a lot, from our cooks and our maintenance all the way to our teachers and superintendents and everybody up and down. So it's a really good investment to create a community and to live within it and work within it together.
A lot of community up there. There are a lot of get-togethers, and we've had where we set up kitchen tables in the yard down at House 5, and we had a big feast of just everybody on the hill, and they do holidays together and watch fireworks, and it's just a good time.
The process for applying to the housing program happens as teachers and staff are hired. Their names will be added to a list, and they will be notified when housing availability comes up. DeKay sees the system as a viable option for other districts to replicate, and the Ignacio School District is looking to expand the program to offer more housing options in the future. Find more information about this and other stories at DurangoLocal.news. Thanks for watching this edition of the Local News Network. I'm Connor Shreve.